Hasta la vista, baby.
Get away from her, you bitch!
I, Iron Man.
Expecto Patronum!
I am your father.
There's a snake in my boot!
What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another review. If you guys are new here, feel free to click that subscribe button and that bell notification icon for more reviews, reactions, rankings, and more movie content. Something may be off. I'm not in my normal location. That is because I have moved, ladies and gentlemen. My brother Cody and I, we are in our new apartment. This is my new background. Let me know down below in the comments what you guys think about it. You got the No Way Home poster, the Batman poster. You knew I gotta represent. And what better review to debut this new background with a new Pixar movie, ladies and gentlemen. And it's their 25th film in the studio, and we're talking about Turnin' Red. Directed by Domee Shi, who has directed the Pixar short Bao. This is her directorial debut for Pixar. And it's a brand new Pixar film. Of course I was excited for it, but it was only releasing on Disney Plus this weekend. Absolute disappointment. Mei Lee is a 13-year-old girl who is torn between being her mother's obedient daughter and the chaos of her youth. As if that were not enough, when she gets too excited, she turns into a big red panda. Pixar is back at it once again with a brand new original film, and I was very excited going into this. Because it's Pixar. They made a lot of hits that I absolutely love, and some that didn't really work for me, but seeing the concept for this movie and the trailers, it got me pretty interested in knowing they were doing something different. But after the divisive backlash this movie's been getting from critics, some were positive, some were negative, I went into it open-minded. It is a Pixar film, however. And what were my thoughts overall on Turnin' Red, guys? Is this movie worth checking out on Disney Plus, or is it worth skipping? I can say I enjoyed this one, but I didn't love it. It's a solid, fun, sweet adventure from Pixar. They normally do what they do with this movie in terms of the animation, the storytelling, and the characters, and of course the message altogether. So all around, I definitely recommend checking it out on Disney Plus this weekend. The thing that continues to impress me about Pixar is their animation style. Like in Finding Nemo, it was an ocean voyage. And in Toy Story, toys come into life. And in this movie, a girl going through puberty and she turns into a panda. This movie's able to feel so different compared to other Pixar films. And when she does turn into that big fluffy panda, it's shocking. You may have seen it in the trailers, but Pixar is able to go around that normal animation style and make it something different. Mei Lee is our lead protagonist, and I think she could be a very relatable character for girls going through this puberty stage of life. And Pixar is able to really dive into real world stuff with 13-year-old girls. And in here, she has a group of friends. They all get along, and they want to follow this boy band, and they all have crushes on the guys in these boy bands. And another thing that hit me about this movie is the actual personal message in here, especially adhering your family's beliefs. And you have the mother in here who's great. She's probably my favorite character in here. And the mother and daughter relationship in here is done very well. Now, there's a certain aspect to this movie that I can relate to and can't relate to. The thing I can relate to is adhering your parents' beliefs. You want to make your family proud, and most times families want you to adhere their beliefs, but it's about discovering who you are as a person. That's what I can relate to with this movie. Now, what I can't relate to with this movie is being a 13-year-old girl and going through puberty that 13-year-old girls go through and obsessing over boy bands. And you have a different side of arguments. People say this is the most relatable Pixar film they've ever seen, the most realistic, and it's made for those certain groups of people. But the thing I really connected to it is the story about making your parents proud of you. I totally get all of that. Because every day we're trying to be a perfect person. But at the end of the day, nobody's perfect. I don't think I laughed at a single joke in this movie besides the father. Because the father character, he barely has any dialogue, and when he does have any dialogue, he just grunts. Because I can totally relate to the father, because I kind of grunt sometimes. The humor mostly falls flat in the movie. I don't think I laughed at a single joke in this film, and that is subjective. Like, comedy is very subjective to some people. In this movie, I didn't laugh at a single joke. It's almost as if the humor comes at the wrong point. In the final act, like a certain sequence goes down and a character makes a decision that it comes at the wrong time. It wasn't needed. And while the movie does go for emotion, I didn't feel earned. Like, I didn't feel affected by the emotion. Before I give you guys my final overall thoughts on Pixar's Turning Red, if this is your guys' first time checking out the channel and you enjoyed this review, definitely hit that like button. It really helps the channel a lot. And consider clicking that subscribe button if you want to see weekly reviews, ranking videos, and tons of movie content on this channel. I think Turning Red has a great message to it for 13-year-old girls or any girls going into middle school and high school, going through puberty, as well as adhering your family's beliefs, trying to be the best person you can be. Nobody's perfect. However, the questionable decisions of random humor in very serious scenes and the lack of an emotional impact, I would say it's a fine film. On my rating scale, I'm going to give Turning Red a C. There you have it, guys. That was my thoughts on Pixar's Turning Red. What did you guys think of this movie? Did you love it? Think it was okay? Did you absolutely hate it? Let's talk about it in the comments. Just to let you guys know, I will not be doing an updated Pixar ranking until Lightyear comes out, just so you guys know that. Thank you guys so much for watching this review. All my social media links are in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!